Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we are saying farewell to the Lazortrons. Maybe slip one of those on the way out, guys. And, yeah, no more Lazortrons. We're going to be doing some all-rifleman attacks and, just talking about how the whole Lazortron thing kind of worked and, going over some of the basics. There's a lot of people actually asking about how, not how, but a lot of people I found were surprised that all riflemen were actually this good, and they really are, guys. If you haven't played around with all riflemen, they're fantastic, fantastic strategy. So, the Lazortrons have come and went. So has Christmas and the rest of the holiday season. So now we're kind of back to basics, guys. Back with a K to the basics. And, yeah, I don't know. Wasn't huge on the Lazortrons. The biggest part that I liked about the Lazortrons was the fact that Supercell showed that they can actually start to do this more frequently, like have bigger, not bigger, have just different styles of updates, right? Where they bring in troops for a limited period of time, and it's just neat in itself that that we can do that. And obviously the very first one that they didn't go very well. Obviously there's a lot of bugs, and the Lazortrons were pretty weak, but going forward, I think the next one, if there is a next one, whenever the next one does come out, I think they'll make it a lot stronger. I think it'll be a lot better. So I'm very much looking forward to, like, I hope it becomes a regular thing. Like, I know most of the stuff in this update was temporary, but, yeah, if we could, like, even, like, once a month, just get, like, a random new crazy trader deal troop, I think that would just be cool in and of itself. So, yeah, like, obviously Lazortron thing wasn't perfect, but, it's still good overall. It's still good overall. So, all riflemen, guys, all riflemen, the biggest mistake that people make when using them, and the hardest thing to do with them, is to get them smoked onto the HQ properly. Now, you want to be able to do it, so, when you flare on, like, you can't just do it like Zookas, right? Because that's what most people do. They'll just start using them like Zookas, and then they just go kind of all over the place and just get shot everywhere and don't really last that long. But, yeah, the biggest thing is making sure that your last two smokes that you throw down on top of the rifleman are actually touching the edge of the HQ, and that's going to give you enough space to actually get them there without being in danger of stepping out of the smoke, which is what we want to avoid. So we'll go like this. Now, a couple things that are different about riflemen and Zookas. Riflemen don't always have to be under the smoke when you're walking them. Obviously, right now, I'm not doing it because there's no defenses in range, but in general, they can take a little bit of heat from defenses where Zookas can't. So, they can, the only thing you really have to stay away from are rocket launchers, multiple rocket launchers, and, of course, mortars are going to be the detriment to any all-rifleman attack. So, everything other than that, you're pretty well safe for the most part. Like, well, I can't use this as an example because it's stage 3 Dr. Terrence, so everything's pretty weak here, guys. But yeah, mortars are the biggest thing. But the cool thing about using all riflemen is you can actually let them just kind of walk up the beach a little bit, and it's not a huge deal. I mean, you have so many of the troops in themselves that a single target you won't have to worry about because you have so many troops that it doesn't matter if you lose 10 or 12 right on the beach if it saves you having to use a smoke or something like that. So we'll go up like this, and then we'll go right about here. And you have to be careful when they do spread out. Oh, as if we threw a friggin' medkit. I always do that. I don't know why. It happens like all the time that I throw medkits instead of players. I guess we're just not looking at where we're tapping, but we'll go like this. But yeah, you see, obviously against stage 4, so it's not a huge deal, but we can let stuff hit us, and it's not just like you don't just lose like you do with Zookas, right? Like you still have a pretty good chance at finishing off the raid. So we'll go like this and like this. And then get some medkits down and some critters out. And stage 4, pretty easy stuff so far, guys. So let me know down below in the comments how you guys, what you guys thought of the Lazortrons. Are you kind of on the same page as the chicken where you like the idea of it, but the Lazortrons themselves actually weren't very good. They weren't very good, guys. But that's okay, that's okay. So stage 5, Dr. Terrence, loading up the helmet heads. And, yeah, so this might be a little bit of a better, showing here that we can take a couple rockets and it's not going to be that big of a deal. Now, of course, max level rockets, if there's 2 of them, they're just going to roast you, and even as long as they were standing there, like, you still have to be careful. You can't just send them out into nothing with no protection at all and just be like, oh yeah, they're fine. Chicken said they have a little bit more health, so you just don't have to be as precise. If you're losing a bit of delay or whatever, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. That's what the point we're trying to get across here. So we'll do a critter shock in the back. Now you see right there, they are going to step out a little bit. But, and you can also get away with just medkitting through rockets very easily. And look at how fast we're clocking down these HQs, guys. Like, it's just very, very strong strategy if you haven't used it before. So, December 27th, back with a K to the basics. Hope everyone had a good holiday. Let me know what you got down below in the comments, your favorite thing. Or let me know what you gave someone. Either or, whatever you enjoy to share. So now is where it's going to get a little bit dicey, guys. So you see right here, I'm not going to pre-smoke the beach. Because we don't need to. We don't have to be that aggressive with our placements. So we'll like this next. Now we do have to be careful with our smokes here. Now, the one thing I did wrong there, I didn't let them get collected up enough, which is going to be costly here. But we'll go ahead, we'll throw a med pack down. And I'm actually going to take out this stuff. That's going to be 3 artillery. And then we'll go right about here. And then we'll go bang, bang. 2 smokes across. Get Bricky going up like that. And we should be clucking and ducking for this one, guys. So what I'm going to do here, since there's so many rockets, I have no chance of having enough GB to shock all of them. I'm just going to shock here, and then cryo-bomb there. And since the fire rate of the rifleman is so fast, that everything that you do, all these kind of like critter shocks, normal shocks, cryo-bombs, you get so much more value out of them, because things that allow your troops to shoot faster is kind of like exponentially affected by the rifleman. So with the chicken's math out of the way, I hope you're paying attention and you have a paper and pencil today, guys, as per always with the chicken. We're always learning science and stuff. So we'll go like this. We'll flare him up right about here. And we're probably going to have to double smoke this landing, but that's okay. And I might actually have to throw out a barrage right about here as well, because I am going to need a pretty juicy flare spot. We'll go right about here next. Then we'll get the smoke going down here. And as long as that flamethrower doesn't... okay, that's good, that's good. And then bang, bang. We'll get a health pack down just in case they had some ideas of getting melted, guys. And then we'll go right up here onto the HQ. And we have 19 GBs, so we probably have enough left to shock all the shock launchers. Just enough left, guys. Look at that. 1 and 2. We missed one of the shock launchers, but they shoot so fast. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. Stage 7 goes down. Back, back, back. So I think that is going to wrap it up for the video today. So, yeah, make sure to let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed using the Lazortrons. If you were staunchy enough, that's not the right term, staunchy enough with your trader purchases to actually still have them right now. That would be pretty interesting. I don't think chicken has them still. No, they're all gone now. So no more Lazortrons, guys. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to let me know all that down below in the comments. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.